In the previous movie, I used a Grunion contact form plugin as an example when I demonstrated how you can install new plugins into your site from the WordPress plugin directory. Now it's time to use the features that come with the Grunion contact form plugin to add a contact form to our site. The first step of that process is to simply activate the plugin. Now I want you to pay very close attention to the main menu here on the left-hand side as I activate the plugin. You see that now that the plugin is active, I have an extra menu button, and this is typical for when you install new plugins. Most plugins add additional features to WordPress, and in many cases those features will be accessible through the main menu in the WordPress admin panel. Now, plugins differ greatly, so exactly what happens when you install them will vary from plugin to plugin. Some of them add features you see here in the menu, in the admin panel. Some add features that adhere to posts or pages only, and some of them add features you only see on the front end of the site. We'll look at a couple of different plugins in the next couple of movies, and you'll see how this differs and how it all works together. But for now, we're going to add a new contact form to our site, and then see how that works. Now that the plugin is active, I can go to Pages, click Add New, and create a new page. Of course, this page is going to be a contact page, so I'm going to call it Contact. And then I'm going to put some simple instructions here. And now I need to add my form. Now, if you've been paying very close attention, you should be able to tell that there's a small difference in the page editor. If you don't see it, it's right here next to the Add Media button. We now have a tiny little button that says Add a Custom Form. And if I click on that button, I get to a window that allows me to create a custom form. This is Grunion Contact Forms, and this is the default form that comes with this feature. I can now choose to either use this contact form as is, I can also choose to edit any of the existing form fields, and I can add new fields by clicking Add a New Field and then pick the type of field I want to add. And when I'm happy with what the form looks like, I can go to Email Notifications and enter the email address I want the form to send emails to. So if I wanted the form to send emails to me, I could put in my own email address, and then also a subject line. And now anytime someone fills out a form, I will automatically get an email with the form information so that I can respond to them. Once I'm happy both with my form and with my email notifications, and here I notice I made that new field, so I'm going to take it out by clicking that minus button, I can click Add this form to my post. Now, depending on what solution you're using, the output of the plugin will be different. In the case of Grunion contact forms, the contact form is actually a set of what's known as shortcodes. You can see them here. They start with a square bracket and end with another square bracket. And these combined will create that contact form. If you use a different plugin, it may look completely different, and some plugins don't actually add anything into the code itself, but they do something else to the page to make things work. Now that I have my contact form added to my contact page, I can click Publish and go view the page to see my contact form in action. Here you see, contact us by filling out the form below. You have name, email, website, and comments. I'm going to say test, 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 and click Submit. The page now confirms that the message was sent, and because I'm using Grunion contact forms, I'll be able to access this message from within WordPress admin. I can now go back to my dashboard, navigate down to that new button called Feedbacks, and here you see that submission that came from the website. So not only does the new plugin send an email to me personally, but it also stores this submission within the website. So if the email never reached me, or if I don't want to get the email, I can simply read all of these comments directly from inside WordPress admin. Now that I've created a contact page and I know it works properly, there is one last step that I have to do. I have to add the contact page to my main menu. So I'm going to go to Appearance and Menus. And here, under my main header menu, I'm going to add the contact page, click Add to Menu. I'm going to leave it at the end of the menu here and click Save Menu. And now when I go to my front page, you'll see I have a contact button. And when I click on it, I go directly to that page.